So in this one, these are the cases I'm going to have for question 3 and how I'm going to apply them in the exam. So Hunter versus Canary Wharf, so that's going to be for Bean versus Boggis, encroachment on the land, physical damage or material damage and enjoyment of the land, which is private nuisance. I'm going to look at St Helens Smelting Company versus Tipping, which is about air pollution and damage to trees and shrubs. That's private nuisance, again, Bean versus Boggis. I'm going to look at Cambridge Water Co and Eastern County Leathers plc to say that it must be found to be reasonably foreseeable by the defendant that this harm could occur. And again, that's for private nuisance, Bean versus Boggis. I'm going to look at Candler versus Crane Christmas & Co. Accountants made negligent valuation, a misstatement. And that's going to be Boggis versus Amplify Accountants for pure economic loss, negligent misstatement. I'm going to bring up the South Australia case, which to show that you would receive the difference between the negligent valuation and the value at the time. And that's again Boggis versus Amplify Accountants. I'm going to look at Kennaway versus Thompson. And this is where someone has exceeded the normal give and take of life, and that's for Bean versus Boggis for private nuisance. I'm going to look at the defences, and with that, for Boggis, I'm going to cite for the Planning Permission, Gillingham Borough Council versus Medway, and also Wheeler versus JJ Saunders. Those two, the claim goes one way and one claim goes the other way, so showing that there's an uncertainty on those grounds. I'm also going to cite about public utility, it being greener fuel. For James versus Boggis, I'm going to look at Donahue versus Stevenson, Caparo Industries versus Dickman. I'm also going to look at McKenna versus British Aluminium, that's where the 30 children of different families made a claim. And I'm also going to look at the Human Rights Act 1998, Article 8, Right to Family Life. I'm also going to look at Bonington Castings Limited versus Wardlaw, about material contribution, where the but-for test can't be used, which will lead to McGee, where it developed, McGee versus National Cardboard, where it started to develop this material contribution rule. And I think that's it on that one. That's Q3.